Shout out to that. Now, November 2020, let's talk about this No Ceilings 3, y'all. Yes, she has worked with the legendary Lil Wayne. Like you said, shout out to Fabian, because Fabian, like we mentioned before, 5-time, come on now. Listen, she is working with a lot of people who win Grammys. You know what I'm saying? And she is Grammy nominated herself. You got to understand is when you start to work with people like that, it just comes to you as well. You know what I'm saying? So what was it like? Because you said, never did I imagine I have a chance to touch a Wheezy project.
Yes.
Now, what was it like being a part of that? Do you remember the call? You like, what was that like?
So it's funny because, so with Fabian, you know, he's really been a big help. Like just any questions that I have about like industry stuff, like whenever I get stuck or like I gotta, you know, I have a problem, like hey, how do I do this, or like how do I get this taken care of, like how do I get my invoices paid, you know, like because when you go work with like big labels like Universal or Atlantic, like they have different processes, you know, like that you have to go through, and he's really been a big help, just helping me figure that stuff out, because on my side I don't really have anybody that's as connected as he is, you know, so he definitely helped me with a lot of that stuff, and you know, we've kept in contact since NAMM 2019. So at this point, or he told me like at one point, like, oh, like 2020, like we're gonna get in the studio, like for sure gonna get in the studio, but you know, things happen, like I get busy, he gets busy, like
that's the way it goes. Yes, it is.
He's always working on like 20 different projects at one time, so it's just like it's so crazy. He's a beast. So it was like November of last year, it was around Thanksgiving, and he was working on the No Ceilings 3, and you know, the holidays coming up, like he has stuff to do, and he needed a hand finishing up everything to make sure it was ready to be submitted for the label. So he called me up. I went over to his old studio in what was it called? Porter Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
Porter Ranch.
Porter Ranch.
Come on now,
yeah.
Porter Ranch.
He's
for real.
He's no longer there, but yeah, I was there, and I pretty much, like, I had to go there to work on everything. Like, I couldn't work out of my studio, just, you know.
But that was a nice change of scene, though.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got to, like, actually see, like, where he works out of, and really just get to interact with him. And, you know, I also got to meet his wife. So it was really, really game changing. I was there for, like, 3-4 days, and I was really, I was nervous because I wanted to make sure that everything was like on point, you know, because he was like, I'm trusting you, like, I'm trusting you, like, I'm not even gonna listen to these. So I was like, oh my God, like, you know, so like everything gotta be good.
Ooh, that's pressure, boy. Hey, like they say, pressure busts pipes, but it also make diamonds. Come on now.
Yeah, so it got to the point where he just had to kick me out because I was like,
really?
Well, not like that, but you know, like, oh, like, hey girl, like we gotta finish these.
You
up.
was just so critical on it.
I was, you know, trying to figure this out.
I
but
feel you.
It got done. It got submitted. Everything was made it on time.
Yeah.
So that was pretty crazy because I really didn't think I was gonna work on a Wayne project.
And you did that.
Yeah, shout out Fabian.
Yeah, facts, you did that. How many people can say that they worked with Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
That's something beautiful. Now, this wouldn't be the only time. You would actually work on Trust Fund Babies.
Yes.
With Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid. If y'all have not tapped into Trust Fund Babies, tap in, because Cristal VVS is all through that thing.
Yes,
now,
definitely.
Working on it, double back, was it Fabian again?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So when you got the second opportunity, what were some of the things that you knew that you had to apply this time rather than the first time?
Well, so this was like a whole year after.
Yeah.
So I was a lot faster.
Okay.
And, you know, I figured out how to make it like faster for him. I think this time it only took me like 1 or 2 days to do what I had to do for that project. So it was definitely, I was definitely able to do it faster. And I wasn't overthinking everything, because a lot of the times, like, you know, it's stuff that I do every single day, But when it comes to like it being Lil Wayne, you
It's
just
a little
automatically
different.
like forget everything. So you're just like,
yeah.